My name's Bergen Resnick. I'm just your normal 20-year-old kid who grew up in a small town with huge dreams ahead of him. However, there's one thing about me. I've executed those dreams and found a way to make a fuck ton of money. The biggest question I get is how? Well, I'm here to show you. Now, before I get into any of this video, before this video starts, there's one thing that must be completed. We gotta go get some caffeine because that's the one thing that most rich people don't tell you is caffeine is the trick to getting rich. Anyways, good morning. It is a Monday morning. I'm currently on my way downstairs to go grab a quick energy drink, and then we have to hop on a meeting as soon as I get back upstairs. Today's video, I want to show you guys like the raw reality of behind the scenes of me running the agency, and then later tonight answer a bunch of your guys' questions that you have about me running my agency. So I'm gonna let you guys and ask a bunch of questions across Instagram and across Twitter, and I'm gonna answer those later tonight, just like raw answering your questions. And then today, throughout the case of the day, I've got some stuff to do for the agency, so I'm gonna kind of show you guys the whole back end of my agency, exactly how it operates, and kind of the things that I'm currently working on for it. But it's gonna be hard to get all that work done without any caffeine in my system. So, good, you? Good. What's going on? Thank you. Have a good one. All right, now before we dive too deep into this video, I gotta go ahead and hop on a meeting. I'm already 2 minutes late, so I gotta get through this meeting and then I'll kind of run you guys through some stuff. Yo,
Yo, you hear me?
I can, yeah. How's it going, bro?
Good, it's good.
Trying to teach people this talent that you have created, and trying to grow the business and teach other kids. I am for trying something, even though maybe it's not, the norm, if you will.
For sure.
So
I mean, especially in a business like this, because outreach is the biggest thing that people struggle with in this business model specifically. And like I said, what you put in is what you're going to get out when it comes to outreach specifically. So that almost reflects then to the whole business model of what you're putting in is really what you're getting out. So like for someone like me who's built the social media presence online and has all the results to kind of back it up, client acquisition side of things becomes much, much easier. Once you kind of get that first couple clients, start to get some results under your belt, then from there, it's gonna get much easier. All right, boys, we just wrapped that first meeting up. Now I gotta hop on another meeting actually with Mason, my agency partner, and then our head media buyer, Chris. So a little kind of like team meeting here. Sorry, boys, that meeting went a little late.
It's all good. All good.
How we doing?
Good with me.
Cool.
That's what I was gonna say. Where I've worked before, they weren't like hyper focused on like one niche, like clothing, for example, and that stuff. They've all just been like, do a little lead gen, do a little e-com, basically everything. So there's no personal brand or specific niche. Yeah. Let's do this then. Let's get a meeting scheduled with everyone individually.
All right, fellas. Well, sounds good. Good meeting with you guys. Sounds good.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate it.
All right. I'll catch you, fellas.
Like.
All right, boys, we just wrapped that meeting up. Kind of had to go over some internal stuff for the agency. I don't know how much of those clips specifically I'm going to include just because it was kind of some confidential stuff, but there should have been a decent amount. But now what I got to go ahead and do is send a wire to my business partner. All right, boys, $43,266 and pay.
Hello, this is to securely confirm your identity and access your account. Please press 1. To deny access, please wait. Identity confirmed. Please go back to your app.
All right, boys, company approved. $43,266. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is kind of just show you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes of kind of what we've been working on with the agency. We've kind of built some new stuff out since I've shown you guys some behind the scenes stuff. Obviously, like majority of vlogs I show stuff, but I kind of have some stuff specifically I want to show you guys. Also, I threw up this tweet on Twitter. I'm filming a YouTube video today talking about how I built a multi-million-dollar business at 20. What are some things I should go over? We have a ton of replies here that I'm going to kind of go through, and later on going to answer some questions. I might even throw up a poll or like a response thing on my Instagram. That way you guys can ask a bunch of questions about kind of my business, and I'll be here to answer them for you guys. The one thing that Mason specifically has been building out and is now kind of built out is redoing our whole Slack channel. So Slack is a platform that we use for communication, and a lot of other businesses in the realm of what we do use for communication. So it's essentially kind of like Discord. If you guys have ever used Discord, it's got a whole bunch of different channels, and I got to be careful what I show you guys just for client confidentiality. But we basically built out like a very smooth operating system inside of the Slack channel. That way then we can just do our communication very clearly. So this is basically all of our team chats. We've got account managers, creatives, general, media buying, team resources, announcements, creatives, team general, team help ticket, and then our VA chat as well as just our wins chat. So that way all of us as well as our employees can communicate very easily and very smoothly, as well as it's just very organized. Obviously, people who are account managers, which essentially their role is to manage communication between the client as well as the media buyer for that specific client. So they manage the communication bridge between the client as well as the media buyer and kind of just make everything and relay all the messages to the media buyer very smoothly, so that it's easy for the media buyer to essentially have laid out what they need to get done for that particular client. The client communication manager or the account manager basically takes in all that stuff from the client, lets the media buyer know what needs to get done, and then the media buyer actually executes those things. I should also probably throw this in here just for anyone who's new to the channel and doesn't really know much about what I do, but essentially what I do is I run a digital marketing agency where we run advertisements for businesses, more specifically businesses in the clothing niche. And then even more specific than that, majority of our clients are like streetwear niche. So we basically take all of their content, all of their products, everything they're doing with their brand, and run paid advertisements on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that, to get their brand pushed in front of more customers and overall just drive their growth. And then obviously I've got a whole team built out for this agency now. Originally years ago, it started as me starting my own clothing brand, learning the marketing side from that, doing it as a freelancer, so just running ads for clients. I was my own business. I had no employees or anything, and was just doing it all myself, and now it's expanded into building out this whole agency. So now, kind of the whole point of this video is to give you guys sauce about what I do, as well as maybe how you could even get started, and just kind of give you guys an inside look of my business and how it operates, as well as how I've built this company at just 20 years old. But yeah, that's kind of the way the Slack's operating. And then for each client, we have a public channel, what we call a public channel, as well as an internal channel. So the internal channel is only with employees, and then the public channel is with the actual client. That way the employees can communicate in the internal channel about what specifically needs to be done for that client, and then they can communicate publicly with that client. Screenshots so that I don't leak everything over on this side of the screen and all of our clients and personal info. But basically you have the public channel here, and then the internal, very simple. Clients communicate with the employees and with the specific media buyer and account manager in this top channel, and then in the bottom channel is the internal channel for just the employees to communicate inside of. Also wanted to share this with all of my fellow Christian viewers. Inside of the ERT, our Bible verse of the week is that dream was planted in your heart for a reason. Chase it, trust God that he will guide you to achieve greatness in your life. So if you have a dream, go chase it, trust God, and he will help you achieve the greatness inside of your life. That's Jeremiah 29:11. All right, so this here is what is called our Notion, which is like a workspace platform. And I'll kind of run you guys through how we have this set up. Ignore the Twitter on the left side here. I'm using this to block out the client names so that we keep that confidential. But essentially here on the left side, behind this Twitter tab, we have all of the clients' names, the status of where they are at in the process of running ads. So you can see like this guy specifically has a portfolio issue. These guys are active, not active. Maybe they don't have a drop live or something, or don't have inventory, something like that. He's still in the onboarding process. And then we have the client listed with like their status, with what we refer to them, as Shopify is going off, as what we refer to them, whether they're like a lower level client or a higher level client based on kind of like their overall potential and I guess how much money they're going to make us. We have the date of which their renewal is, and then we have the payment structure with them. So you can see majority of those are 10% of revenue, some are on retainer, etc. The services we provide to them, Facebook ads, the account manager for that particular client, and then the media buyer for that particular client. So the way that this is all built out is very, very smooth and operates very good. Essentially, the client gets imported into Notion and a list of tasks are assigned for each client, essentially the things that have to be done. So like account setup, onboarding process, getting the actual ads live, getting the creatives from the client. Those are all listed as tasks. Those tasks are each assigned to a person inside of Notion. So let's say someone is the media buyer for a particular client. They're going to be assigned with the tasks of getting the content from the actual client, doing the onboarding process, getting them all set up, and then getting the actual ads live. Those are going to be assigned as tasks. And then they check those off as they complete those tasks. That way people like Mason and I can watch over and see and make sure they're hitting those KPIs and those SOPs with that particular client. So then you can see there's a tab here like my tasks. So if one of the media buyers or account managers comes in here and they go into their tasks, they can see all the tasks that have to be done by them for the day. And then this just makes everything very, very smooth and kind of eliminates a whole communication barrier of like people just texting you saying you got to do this for the day. It's just like imported into Notion and assigned, and you just go into Notion and see what you have to do those things, check them off, and then you're good to go. So if you run any sort of business with like employees or with partners or anything, and it's just like a pain in the ass to kind of communicate the things back and forth that need to be done, this is a really smooth and good process to like build something like this out. That way everything is just like very organized and just flows very smoothly. And then I would show you guys the buy status tab, but it has literally every client's name on here. So we have like a list of clients that are still in the onboarding process, a list of clients that aren't active, a list of clients with portfolio issues, a list of clients with billing issues, and then all of our active clients. So you can like see the status of each client like in a clear overview. I would show you guys, but it has every single one of my clients' names on this screen I have pulled up right now. But yeah, that's kind of what we use for like organization as far as like what I just kind of mentioned. Now, if I go ahead and pull this up, I'm going to answer a couple questions from the replies to this tweet I got. This is a really good one here. We have systems. What actually went into making your agency? How did you hire? I know you found Mason, but other people. Throwback to when you first started and signing your first client. I also know you signed people you knew, but like your first random client who you didn't know. So that is actually a great question, James. As far as hiring for the agency, obviously when I made my first hire, that was Mason, and Mason came from the Elite Roundtable, was in the Elite Roundtable for a while, crushing it, with his own clients, running his own agencies. And then Mason was brought on as a partner for the agency and basically like the CFO of the agency. Then every other single person that has been a hire for the agency has actually came from my Elite Roundtable program, which is the program that I run where I teach people how to get into marketing as a freelancer, and then eventually how to scale as a freelancer, and then how to branch into building an agency. Speak of the devil, Mason's calling me. Back to this. Anyways, yeah, so everyone who has came into my agency and started working with my agency and stuff is actually originally a member of the Elite Roundtable who also kind of took the same path as Mason. They joined, were running everything on their own with their own agency, doing their own freelance brand scaling, and then Ian now works with my agency full time. So that's kind of the cool part. Everyone who now works as part of the agency was originally an ERT member. So it was like top performers in my program in the Elite Roundtable now work on the product itself. It's really cool. But throwing back to signing my first client, he said, I also know you signed people you knew, which actually my first ever client was someone that I literally outreached. It was a jewelry brand, and obviously at the time I didn't have any sort of results to speak for myself besides the results that I was getting for my own brand. And my first client was actually a jewelry brand that has done multiple millions of dollars in revenue. So I really don't know, looking back on it, how I managed to sign this client with no results or anything. But for whatever reason, I outreached him and he trusted me, and I signed him on a $500 a month retainer. And that was my first ever time running ads for any sort of client, for any sort of anyone besides my own brand. And it went really well, and still to this day we work with that client. So years and years later, my first ever client is still working with the agency. He's seen the whole growth of my agency, been with us through it all. So if you're watching this, shout out to you, you know who you are. But aside from that, my next couple of clients were people that I just kind of knew in the space because I ran my own brand and I was in like some brand owner group chats and stuff on Instagram. So my first couple of clients came actually from that group chat. Shout out to you guys if you're watching this. You also know who you are. But I essentially just kind of outreached them from that group chat and was close enough with them already. I'm like, hey, here's one one of my clients I have, this jewelry brand. Here's the results I'm getting with my own brand. Like, let me come into your brand and run ads for your brand and get the same results for you. And I did exactly that. And then from there, started kind of posting on social media, on TikTok and stuff about the results that I was getting for clothing brand owners. And it started to get a little bit of traction. And then from there, I kind of just started getting inbound leads. And ever since, haven't had to do a whole lot of outreach. Obviously, throughout this whole process, we've been doing outreach to like high level brands to sign those like big whale clients. Majority of everything the agency's been built off of and the clientele that we have came inbound or referral. And so we've built out a referral system for our agency too, where our current clients get incentivized to refer their friends and their other business owner friends that they know, because we give them like a kickback or bonus or money off their invoice if they refer brands to us. So majority of our clients now have came one through inbound leads, which obviously are the easiest leads to actually close, and then as well as referrals, which are also the easiest leads to close. Outreaching prospects is always going to be the hardest to close. Obviously, it's very doable. My first ever client was a client that had already done $3 million in sales, and I managed to sign him with pretty much no results besides for my own brand. But generally speaking, the ones that are coming to you are always going to be the easiest ones to close. But yeah, James, great question. And now we got AK asking, what budget did you start with? And that's kind of a common misconception about what I do, is that you have to have a bunch of capital and stuff saved up, which in reality, that's not the case at all. I hardly had any money when I started doing everything that I do. But that's the beauty about freelance brand scaling or building an agency or whatever, is that you literally need like no money to do it. You literally have zero expenses. The only real thing that has money going into it is the ads that you're running for your client, which the client pays for. So really your only expense is the time that you're putting into outreaching, as well as the time you're putting into completing the service delivery for that client. But yeah, that's the beauty about freelance brand scaling, is it literally takes like no money to start. So yeah, if you guys are interested in learning more about freelance brand scaling, keep watching this video, because this video is yet to come with even more sauce. But also there is a link down in the description to my free training, where I go a little more in depth on specifically kind of what I do. So if you guys want to go check that free training link out in the description, it's, like I said, completely free, so you can go check it out. But if not, keep watching this video, or do both, because both are gonna have tons of sauce inside of it. So check this shit out, boys. This is a great way to start a Monday. You have received $70,000 on the way to your bank account. Nice little 70 rackaroos to start off my Monday. All right, boys, looks like we got another meeting. This one is going to be with one of our account managers. I don't know how much I'm going to show of this, just because of what we're going to be talking about specifically is kind of confidential stuff. But I'll show, I guess, what I can show of this meeting.
Actually, like, have you ever seen like the marketing where people show like, they show like a paint dashboard and it says like my marketer quit. Please buy my product.
Oh, I've seen that shit.
Yeah. So something like that. I don't know. I feel like they're.
I think it's a W move. It's like scroll stopping in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wait, what for? What specifically?
Caleb made like, if you go to like the Slack, he made he like took this review of this kid and like put it next to like their product with like demon eyes, and then said, "I don't even fucking know, buy it."
W
But that's
Creative.
like fucking Motorola.
I'm gonna show that to my vlog real quick. W at Creative. Our goal solely with that is just to do what's best for the agency. All right, boys, we just wrapped that meeting up. Now it's time to go get some food, bro. It's, what time is it? 3:20, and I haven't ate yet. You all know my routine. I usually fast till about this time, and if you don't, it's literally a productivity cheat code. Like, I'm telling you, bro, if you fast in the mornings, like drink a little caffeine in the mornings. Usually my go-to is coffee. Today it was energy drink because I didn't have time to go get coffee before my meetings. But a little caffeine in the mornings, fast till like 2 or 3. Oh, that's a method. right, fellas, the bag has been secured. We got a little rice bowl with some veggies, some steak, some shrimp, some egg. Shit's about to bust. And we are back to the crib. Put that bitch in reverse, Ter. Boom. Boom. Okay, also guys, I washed my car, so I don't want to hear any more comments about you need to wash your car. Look at it, nice and clean. I washed it a couple days ago, so the wheels are already kind of getting dirty again, but oh baby, look at it in all its glory. Sheesh. Oh my gosh. Look at this masterpiece, bro. We got shrimp, veggies, egg, rice, steak. This is my go-to. If y'all watch these vlogs consistently, you know I eat this pretty much every day, bro. It's kind of bad, but it's also kind of good because it's like, it's healthy, so. All right, boys. So someone else on Twitter, on my Twitter replies, asked for a little bit of sauce about outreach, just kind of general sauce about outreach, and I figured it would be the perfect opportunity to do it because yesterday, what I titled it the Outreach Bible. It's essentially 21 pages worth of just a document, and I would show you guys, but it's for the Elite Roundtable. So why is there a fly flying around? Oh, got his ass. Got his ass. But I crafted it for the Elite Roundtable specifically, so I don't want to like leak the whole thing, but I'm going to kind of summarize it for you guys and kind of the key points and key takeaways from this Outreach Bible that I wrote. I'm going to summarize 21 pages down into like a minute or two here. So first things first, number one is building trust between you and a prospect. Obviously, it's very important to just have a prospect be able to trust you. That's pretty self-explanatory. Number two is identifying the right pain points. Obviously, identify pain points in a prospect and then kind of dig and use those pain points as leverage for you to be able to solve that like problem or pain point for them with your services. Next one, overcoming the do it in-house mentality. A lot of e-commerce brands, a lot of clothing brands, a lot of service-based businesses, whatever, just would rather hire people to do it in-house or just do it themselves. So it's important to be able to figure out how to come over that, how to overcome that do it in-house mentality. Next one, we have standing out in a crowded market. Obviously, depending on the niche of brand scaling that you're in or the niche that you're running ads in, standing out in a crowded market is very important because there's obviously going to be other agencies, other freelancers, other whatever outreaching that prospect. So it's important to be different and stand out from the other people that are crowding their DMs. Next, we have budget constraints. Obviously, a lot of prospects maybe have certain budgets they want to work with. Maybe your budget in mind that they should have doesn't align with what they actually do have. So overcoming kind of budget constraints and being able to work with a prospect to be able to fit their budget is very important. Next, we have them lacking understanding of digital marketing, therefore bringing up an objection that they lack the understanding of digital marketing and don't really know what's going on. So it's important to kind of be able to lightly educate them, break it down very simple, maybe give them some free resources to go over that they can use to kind of educate themselves just to make them more comfortable in closing a deal and actually working with you to run their ads or whatever, I guess, sort of industry you're in that involves client acquisition. But next, we have setting realistic expectations. Obviously, be very transparent with the prospect. Don't promise them things that aren't actually going to be done. Set realistic expectations so that that prospect that then turns into a client once you sign them isn't disappointed with the service delivery and the overall results that you get them. And then last, timing. Maybe you're outreaching a prospect when they don't have inventory or they don't even have a dropout or anything. So follow-ups then are very important, and having a solid follow-up sequence is very important with a prospect specifically. Go sign some fucking clients now. And to my ERT members, this 21-page document is now live inside of the the program. So go and check this out if you're in the ERT. All right, fellas, so another question we got from the Twitter post: what positions of a team do you actually need specifically for the business model that you're running? Now, for my business model, honestly, it's pretty simple. We have media buyers who are the ones actually inside of the ad accounts running the ads for the client. And we have the account managers who are the ones that manage the communication bridge between the media buyer as well as the client. And then we have a head media buyer who manages kind of and oversees all of the media buyers and kind of guides them on strategies to run and what to implement, what to do when things are going wrong, etc. And then we have setters and closers as well as a head of sales. Setters, closers to dial all the leads that we get, closer to obviously get those leads booked in on a closing call and then close those leads on call, and then the sales manager just to manage the whole sales team, of course. And then obviously myself and my partner Mason. So pretty simple with my business model, nothing like too crazy in depth, usually pretty straightforward. All right, boys, I think right now I gotta hop on another meeting with Mason as well as another one of our account managers. We're kind of just doing some individual check-ins with each one personally on a personal meeting. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on this meeting now.
These past 7 months is like an accurate reflection of where the agency's going, because this last month, like, I feel like we've made more progress than we have in the past 6 months before that.
All right, boys, we just wrapped that meeting up. Now we are actually about to onboard another employee of the agency. So Mason and I are currently still in this same Google Meet, and we're about to have our new dude join, and we're going to get him all onboarded. We are happy to have you on here. Mason, you kind of want to start us off? Let them know what the rundown here is.
Yeah, so we're kind of just looking to get the ball rolling with the sales manager position, kind of managing our disqualified leads, and like appointment setting them. But I don't really have like the pulse on that. I'm not really in their pipeline, so I don't know exactly how like hands-on they are with, you know, that. Let's say we spend $10,000 with a client account. It is a little high, so I think what would be best is to kind of like experience with kind of toggling each one of these price points up and down, just kind of like figuring out the best way to, you know, close that lead essentially.
Yeah, and like he said, I mean, we're willing to flex a little bit on those numbers specifically, obviously not too much, but we'll kind of let you have a little bit of freedom in the role you're going to be playing of kind of figuring out what works the best.
Uptick in quality of prospects.
Yeah, because your target audience is way better. It's like way more qualified compared to what you could. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't think we really have a problem when it comes to lead flow. Maybe in the future, as we want to grow big, we'll need to increase lead flow. But at that point, we just start running ads for the agency and stuff as well.
Yep.
But right now, with where we're at, lead flow is not a problem.
So everything's strictly organic right now?
Yeah. Never ran an ad.
Gotcha. Wow, that's
well,
crazy.
we did try for a little bit.
Yeah, we did try it for like a couple days, and we were just like, why are we running ads right now when we need to, like, as much stuff as we need to do for the agency to rebuild the infrastructure and really make the agency like a solid powerhouse. We gotta rebuild this whole infrastructure before we start to bring more volume and lead flow into it.
But here's another example of a winning, or like a good client, I feel like, in like content, website, following, engagement somewhat there.
Okay, cool.
Let me go ahead and throw my number in the chat so you can shoot me a text. I'll get you invited over to that Discord as well. That way you can see everything in there and kind of see just how they're operating with that.
So, yeah, bro.
Excited for this.
Let's go. Have a good rest of your night, guys.
All right, catch you,
too,
Joseph. Peace out, bro.
Bye.
All right, boys. We just wrapped up that meeting with our new, as of now, our new sales manager for our whole agency to manage the whole sales team. So that's going to be a really, really good hire. It's going to take a lot of stress off Mason and I's shoulders and just overall benefit the whole sales process and just like onboarding process of clients with the agency overall a ton. So very, very glad that we're bringing him on. Going to be a huge help and excited to see what comes with that. All right, boys, we wrap that meeting up. I'm going to go ahead and give my mom a call because I just haven't talked to my parents in a little minute. So we're going to just call them and say what's up. If she answers. Never mind, looks like mom doesn't want to answer the phone. She might be sleeping. It's 9:30 there, and she usually goes to bed pretty early, so she might already be asleep. We'll call her tomorrow. So next question here we got from the Twitter. Gonna go ahead and answer another one. Is mindset and overcoming limiting beliefs? I like this one. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep this pretty short and sweet. Overall mindset and limiting beliefs is just understanding that you are no different from the people who have done it, and there's nothing that makes you different from the people that have done it. The only thing that is separating you and someone who is overly successful is the fact that they started before you did, and that their work ethic, they put the work in that is necessary to get to where they are today. So for anyone watching this video, the main thing is just understanding the fact that you are no different from the person who has done it. They just started sooner, and then they put the work in on their end to get to where they're at. Someone like me, I am no different from anyone watching this video. I say that all the time. I'm literally a normal ass kid that's brain rot as fuck, that barely passed high school, that grew up in a small town. I just started before you guys, and I put the work in to get to where I'm at. Fucking bugs keep flying on my face, bro. What the fuck? But yeah, I mean, it's really just about adapting your mindset to understand that it's gonna be hard work, it's gonna take discipline, it's gonna take dedication, and that you're genuinely gonna have to sit there and put the work in. Like, if you really want to make it, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's running a real business, and you have to do the things that are necessary in order for a real business to succeed. And first, that starts with overcoming the limiting belief that you cannot do it. You have to understand that you are fully capable. Like, everyone in this world is successful. You are no different than Elon Musk. Elon Musk just obviously, he's very fucking smart, but he just started sooner and he grinds his ass off. But look at someone like me or any of my friends. Like, they aren't the smartest people. They haven't done anything crazy. They didn't know anything crazy that you didn't. There's nothing that set them ahead of you. They literally just started sooner. I started sooner, and we put the work in to get to where we are today. So like I said, I'm going to keep that pretty short and sweet. I could probably go on a tangent about that, but those are the main takeaways. All right, I don't even remember where this vlog last was left off at. I've been sitting at my desk doing a bunch of work and also just filmed the intro for this video that you guys probably saw, which is fire as fuck in my opinion, at least. So I was doing that and then doing some other just work at my desk, so I don't even remember where I left off, but I need to step outside and like get some fresh air, bro. Look at the view. Look at the view, man. So beautiful. So beautiful. Feels good to breathe some fucking fresh air, bro. I've been sitting in my room just brain rotting working all day, which is definitely good. Like, don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing at all. We got a bunch of shit done, bunch of needle pushing activities done today. And I always feel really good about myself when I get a YouTube video recorded as well, but I still have to edit this whole video probably tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But hey, one more look at the view, man. I don't know if y'all can see, but there's people down at the hot tub too. Should I spit on them and see if we can hit them? No, I'm playing. Know who else is coming home tonight? Mr. Pierre. He's not in here, but I'm about to go pick him up from the airport in a little bit here. I think he should be landing like any minute, but okay, actually, literally, as I ended that clip, I checked my phone. He just texted me he landed, so we're gonna go pick his ass up. Yo, why have I low-key been fucking with this type of music lately? Hey, man.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, bro.
No, I might fuck up your seats. Fuck.
Yeah, maybe hold.
It's fine.
Alright. How's your flight, man? What'd you say? How's your flight?
It was like 30 minutes.
Shit, we're holding up traffic. Oh, it was only like, yeah, I guess it's not very far. It's like, what, a 4-hour, 5-hour drive? Type shit.
Yeah, I need
Food? I'm down. I'm hungry. Where?
I don't know. What do you want?
something healthy-ish. Shit. Just hit that guy. Chick-fil-A, that ain't healthy.
What's open that's healthy, bro?
It's 9:17.
About salad, bro.
McDonald's?
Oh, bet.
Wait, do I go out here? I don't know. No, I don't. Fuck. I don't know where I'm going.
My leg touched your diffuser and it fucking burned my leg.
You mean the exhaust?
The exhaust.
Yeah. Gets pretty hot. Alright, boys, it looks like we decided on Jersey Mike's. I don't know how necessarily healthy that is, but I don't know. We're going there. I haven't been here in forever. No. Fuck. Where now?
Oh,
What's the solution here?
there's Wingstop while we're
Wingstop? No, I do In-N-Out.
It's not gonna fill me up.
No, come on, we're going in.
No.
It's simple, it's right here, bro. It's literally right there. Come on, bro. You just said you'd do it.
No, I don't.
Bro. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah. W. Where, bro?
Not In-N-Out, bro.
In-N-Out.
I'm gonna have to get like 4 burgers, bro.
In-N-Out, bro. Then get 4 burgers, fat ass. Come on, bro. Get in the car. We're going In-N-Out. Boy. Good boy. Oh, such a good boy you are.
Fuck, bro. All right. John on Twitter asked, what was it like achieving your first 10K month and the struggles when building a service-based business?
So this answer kind of goes hand in hand with both, because in a service-based business, the hardest part is like starting and signing your first couple of clients, which is also kind of that hump of getting from 0 to 10K a month. So it's like your first couple of clients are always going to be the hardest clients, because obviously you have no results to kind of use as leverage for yourself. You have nothing really to back up whatever you're pitching the brand on to like show them that you can actually do what you say you're gonna do for them. So those first couple of clients are always going to be the hardest, but once you kind of get over that hump of those first couple of clients, things kind of just explode from there. So it's like kind of putting in steady work for X amount of time, however long it is for that specific person. And then once kind of you get over that hump, it's just like a huge steady uptrend from there. So obviously that hump in a service-based business is going to be acquiring those first couple of clients, really. But from there, it's just steady up. Why are you holding the camera like?
Because it just like shook off my leg and I was trying to keep it steady.
But yeah, first couple of clients is always going to be the hardest, and then from there things get much easier once you have, you know, results and stuff to leverage, kind of, as well as just kind of social proof built. Maybe you have some clients already that you can use for like a referral system to bring more in, or whatever it is in that specific case scenario. But yep. Or you're holding it like sideways.
I'm not. Shit.
Alright, boys, we are back to the crib. Look at you holding those burgers and fries like a good boy. Oh shit.
Love this place, bro.
I'm happy to be home,
I
bro.
miss this place, bro. More jerking on the carpet here.
Bro, does your new apartment have carpet?
Oh, bro, it's all tile.
What are you gonna jerk onto,
Can't
bro?
jerk on tile. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to put like a disposable carpet or some shit.
Bro's gonna have to get a little tiny rug on the floor. What was
that?
that noise, bro? Huh?
Bro, what the fuck is this, bro?
Bro, that's from. Don't act like that's not from
Brez.
you. No one's been in your room, bro.
Fredo's been. Have you watched any? That's how I know you don't support, bro. Fredo
What?
has been working in here, bro, for the past fucking 3 months.
Why?
I don't know, bro.
I have not even came in your room. I'm gonna be dead ass, bro.
Came into my business.
All right, boys. Well, come on, bro. Stop. All right, boys. Well, that's pretty much going to be a wrap for this video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Hopefully this video had a bunch of free sauce in it for you guys. Hopefully this video helped some of you guys out there, and some of the questions I answered, as well as just some of the stuff that I included in this video, helps a lot of you business owners that are watching this video. If you guys are interested in joining my Elite Roundtable, which is where I teach how to start freelance brand scaling, how to scale as a freelance brand scaler, and just overall how to be successful as a freelance brand scaler, there's going to be a link down in the description where you can apply to join my Elite Roundtable. And if you guys are new to the channel and you you're new to freelance brand scaling as a whole, or maybe you don't even know what it is, there's also going to be that free training link down in the description like I mentioned earlier. So go and check that out. Tons of free sauce in there, and you can kind of just educate yourself on the business model and think if maybe it's the right fit for you to start doing. And if you guys own any sort of brand or business and want to apply to work with my team and I to scale it, also going to be a link down to my agency's website in the description below. So go and check that out. Last link in the description, my Instagram and my other socials. So go follow me on my other social platforms. Oh, and I'm also going to link my second channel down in the description below. I started a POV drive channel. It's called Brez's POV if you guys want to search it up. But I'll, if I remember, leave that link down in the description below. But without further ado, that's going to be a wrap on the video. Anything to say? Huh? I did not take your charger.
Where is it then?
I don't know where your charger is.
It didn't just go into the abyss, bro.
All right, shut up. All right, boys. I will catch y'all in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. We're about to hit that 100K, so I will catch you boys in the next video. Peace.